Hi, my name's Conrad Humphreys and I'm the founder of the Bounty Project. It's a project we set up after the recreation of Bligh's voyage for Channel 4, where we took a small, tiny little open boat 4,000 miles across the South Pacific and recreated that incredible voyage after the mutiny on the Bounty. The Bounty Project was set up in 2017 and the idea was to really focus on creating a living history project for young people to really experience the incredible history and maritime history around Plymouth Sound. And we've taken the boat over to other parts of the country as well, but there's a real rich appetite here to combine the sort of educational opportunities with some of the historical places. And in 2018 we decided it was a good idea to fit an electric motor and electrify Bounty's End, the actual boat. And that's in part so we could continue to use her for further afield. We could get younger kids involved, and of course they don't have to row the boat. They can use the electric motor if necessary to get around. But the real advantage of that is it means that we've got this quiet, clean propulsion boat modelled on something that's 250 years old, and it's a great teaching point for young people when they're exploring this boat, exploring the place, and of course seeing this new technology that's in place. So the electric motor that we installed is a Lynch motor from a company based in Honiton. The batteries, we were a little undecided at the time about whether we'd go with lithium or a standard AGM. In the end we went for an AGM 160 amp hour Rolls battery, which is a decent battery. Pretty heavy, and that gives us some additional ballast in the boat, which was needed, so that's a good thing. The other unique thing about the motor is that when the boat is sailing, it'll actually continue to spin the prop and recharge the batteries, and I wanted something that would have some regeneration capability so that if we're potentially on another longer voyage, when we're sailing, we could keep the batteries topped up. All of these make just great sort of teaching points for the young people as we start to explore the opportunities with regenerative blue energy. So where I see the future of this is a combination of things. I mean, first of all, we're sat here in Mountbatten, a situation that's about to go through a whole sort of revelation of changes here. One of the things that we're going to see quite soon is the Smart Sound project and the new Vodafone 5G network in Plymouth Sound, and we want to combine the use of the historical storytelling with the 5G network, so we can actually stream some of these adventures live across the country and across to schools around the world. The other critical part of this is the electrification of the water. And that is going to be something that, similar to the car industry, is going to happen very quickly if we're going to meet our targets for 2030. What it means for somewhere like Mountbatten is what I call the sort of micro energy revelation or revolution. It's where we take these incredibly innovative electrical products like the e-propulsion sort of 1 kilowatt motor, which we've seen so successfully over the last few years go onto the back of dinghies, phasing out normal sort of petrol engines, and that technology is only going to increase and more prevalent on the boats around us. And the micro is also things like kayaks and small little boats that ordinarily wouldn't have any benefit from electrical power. We're now seeing smaller and smaller motors fitted to these things. They've got regenerative capability, so actually when you're paddling you're charging the battery, and it's perfect because it gets you home from the pub afterwards. And that's sort of what I call the sort of blue energy revolution is going to be something that over the next 3 to 5 years is absolutely huge in the UK across the south coast. So one of the immediate things we've done here, because the challenge for the industry, the challenge for all of us, is the fast charging. And whilst there are companies ready to meet the demand, we haven't quite got the infrastructure in place, but that will happen pretty quickly. In the meantime, we've set up a 2 kilowatt energy system on the top of our container, producing enough energy for me to be able to recharge the batteries on Bounty's End, for me to power a small office, for me to power all of the electrical components and modems for us to connect to the 5G network, and we're doing it all off grid. And that means that we can run our team, our activities with the Bounty project without burning any fossil fuels, which is tremendous.